Hey there, artists! Ready to dive into something super exciting? Today, I'm going to walk you through creating an abstract painting that captures the complexity of large language models, or LLMs. Let's get started. First things first, grab a large canvas, something like 48 by 60 inches. Apply a slightly textured gesso layer for a good base, and then lay down a cool-toned underpainting, maybe ultramarine blue or Payne's gray. This base will tie everything together nicely. Alright, let's build the bottom layer, the model layer. Use thin, flowing lines in blues, greens, and purples. Try different tools like brushes, palette knives, or squeegees. Layer these lines to create an intricate network. Add some impasto or modeling paste for texture. Use sponges or textured rollers for varied surfaces. Let each layer dry partially before adding another to create depth. Next up, the middle layer, the inference layer. Add bold directional lines and arrows to show data flow. Use oil pastels or markers for varying thickness and intensity. For nodes, create geometric shapes with masking tape or stencils. Use brighter colors to make them pop. Swirling brushstrokes or fluid acrylics can represent the RAG, suggesting a vast information source. Onto the top layer, the application layer. Here, create distinct geometric shapes like rectangles and circles. Use solid, opaque colors and masking tape for clean edges. Ensure these shapes have clear, defined boundaries to emphasize structure. For the central focus, which is the multi-agent ecosystem, use luminous or iridescent paints for a glowing effect in the center. Metallic paints or reflective materials can add that extra sparkle. Add radiating lines of different thicknesses from the center to smaller shapes. Represent specialized LLMs with smaller geometric shapes and varied textures. Now, let's talk about the E function. Use small, quick brushstrokes or dots of bright paint to create flashes of light along the pathways. Keep them transient and subtle. Stick to a cool, vibrant color palette with blues, greens, and purples, maybe a hint of yellow or orange. Use glazes to increase vibrancy and maintain visual harmony. Remember to experiment with techniques and materials. The key is layering to create depth and complexity. Balance chaos in order to reflect the intricacy of LLMs. And don't forget to photograph your painting at different stages. It helps with composition. There you have it. Your guide to painting the complexity of LLMs. Get those brushes moving and bring your vision to life. Catch you next time.